Hey hon, I got a question about a pollinator. Why did the bee have sticky hair?
I have no idea. Why did the bee have sticky hair?
Because it used a honeycomb.
Welcome to Suburban Life Permaculture. I'm Holly and we're so glad you're here today. And today we're going to talk about adding pollinators. We're going to do it in a couple of different ways. We're going to put some ornamentals over actually on top of our drain field, and those we're not going to be able to eat anyway, so I focused on just pollinating plants. And the rest of them, the pollinators that will actually be for us to use medicinally or to eat, we're going to put in a different part of the food forest. So what this is going to be is the start of our pollinator meadow. And the cool thing about the choice that we made for this border is that we can add to it. So we can go ahead and make this bigger and bigger as we go. We wanted to just start tiny for a little bit for right now, just to get it started. But every year, maybe every season, we'll go ahead and add to it. What we have here is we've created this little area, and we need to have it marked out. Otherwise, our mower will accidentally mow our plants. And so what I did is I just went to look for ornamentals, and to be quite honest, I went to the big box store and I just looked where all the bees were, and I grabbed a few of this, few of that. I focused more on perennials than annuals. If you remember, we had some seed balls, and they were right around here where these flags are. So I figured that would be a really good place to have it. So let's talk about having just grass on your drain field, and that's perfectly fine. If you love grass, go for it. My reasoning for this is, number one, to take care of my pollinators, because they're going to go ahead and take care of the rest of the food forest. The other thing that you might want to keep in mind is having a variety, a polyculture of grasses. If you like grass, get a bunch of different grasses. This will allow for resiliency in whatever thing you have, whether it's lawn or a pollinator meadow or a food forest. So something else to keep in mind, in particular for the plants that you put on here. Now, grass, you shouldn't have an issue, but you want to keep in mind anything you add to the top of a drain field, there's a couple of cautions. Number one, you want something with shallow roots. Anything that goes too deep is going to interfere with that drain field, and they cost a lot of money to put in. So you want to avoid that. Second, you need to make sure you do not plant anything that you are tempted to go in and eat, something you are tempted to dehydrate for teas or for any kind of extracts or tinctures, because it could be contaminated. And it's more than just E. coli. It could be any kind of runoff that you have, a chemical that you're cleaning with, something that you have all these microfibers in your clothes sometimes, so that can be taken up by the roots of your plants. So you want to make sure you're putting stuff here you're not going to be tempted to ingest. Got a few plants in. We are almost done. We're just putting in a few of the marigolds around. It's looking so pretty. For Sowing Seeds of Kindness and Positivity, I want to remind you that being kind to your pollinators is truly just being kind to yourself. That's one of the biggest reasons why I'm planting out pollinators, not just for me and for our family to get another harvest from. But actual pollinators, that's all they do. They're just there for our bees and our butterflies and all the other pollinators out there. Bottom line, be kind to your bees and other pollinators. I promise you another place. So here's the front part of our food forest. We've got the moringa in the first row. We have the plants that we planted before in the second. This is where we have our mulberry, our elderberry, and our strawberry tree. And what we're going to add to it are those pollinators that I mentioned. So we have lavender on this side, and we have Chapman's goldenrod on the other. And the reason why we're doing these here is because I want to be able to eat the pollinators that we grow here, or have them dehydrated for tea or extract tincture. So they're going to be further away, not where we have our little pollinator meadow up on the drain field. And now the lavender, or one of the lavenders, I got a few, and the Chapman's goldenrod are in. I just need to water them in.
We got this post hole digger, I believe from like the 1800s. My father-in-law said it was from like his great-grandfather. So this thing has to be from the 1800s. And it works, I gotta say, better than some of the modern stuff we have. You just put it in, twist, you're good to go.
And with the sand, really, all you have to do if you're unable to lift it out is it loosens it, and then you can take a shovel to it. It's pretty awesome. Look how nice that is. See, and he'll just take the shovel. He'll take the shovel to go ahead and get that loosened dirt out of there. Second lavender going into that hole he just did with that really cool tool that my dad gave us. Now in this video I used a couple of different meanings when I said pollinators, and I don't want there to be any confusion. I can say pollinators and I'm talking about the little critters, and I can say pollinators and I'm actually talking about the pollinator plants. So if I talk about eating a pollinator, I am not talking about eating bees or butterflies. I'm talking about harvesting from that pollinator plant. The 9 main types of pollinators, and of course there's a bunch of different species within all of these types, and there are a bunch of other pollinators, but the 9 main types are going to be bees, butterflies, beetles, ants, bats, and birds, flies, moths, and wasps. I know I said it before, but this is really, really big. You want to double check all the plants that you go ahead and plant on your drain field if you're going to put your meadow there. You want to double check that they are not going to have deep roots. Most of the flowering plants don't, but you got to be really, really careful. What pollinators are you planting this season? Let us know in the comments below. And I don't care if you like, subscribe, or share. You do you. Carpe diem, y'all.